Hi, Maureen here for Do Tell Church. This is a tutorial for the DSM Ukuleles on This Is Amazing Grace. We've been working on this song since February, and the last time we met, things were in good shape, but it has been a few weeks since that last class. So this video is to help you work on this one on your own. Many of you took your chord sheets with you after our last class, but if you did not, you are able to download the song sheet for this from our website. At that point, you should have all of the information that you need. But in case you need a refresher, let's start with the order of this song. First, we start with our intro. It is a C chord for 8 counts. That is not written on the page. That is something that you need to add. After our intro, we have verse 1, followed by verse 2. Then we will have a chorus. On the page, there is a space for an instrumental. We are not going to do that, so you can cross that out if you have not done so already. So after that chorus, we go to verse 3. After verse 3 is verse 4. Then we head back to the chorus. After that chorus, we are going to go and play the bridge. Once we have finished the bridge, we're going to go and play the chorus one more time, and we're going to end on that C chord at the end. So even though there's an ending on the second page, we're not going to do that. We're going to end with the end of the chorus. So one more time, it's introduction, verse 1, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, verse 4, chorus, bridge, chorus. So let's start a review by reviewing how to play our verse. So all of the verses are the same with the chords, with the exception of verse 3. Verse 3 does not have the F at the end. That is the only difference. It segues directly into verse 4 without that chord. Now we've talked about different strumming methods. We'll discuss those later. Right now we're just reviewing how to play those chords. So your very first chord is your C chord, and it is 8 counts. So your C chord, use your ring finger and push down on the 3rd fret, the A string, the very last one, and you'll hear this chord. So we strum that chord for 8 counts. From here, you're now going to reach your middle finger over. Your pointer finger is going to go down on your E string. So middle finger is now on the G string. Pointer finger is on the E string. Pick up that ring finger and you have your F chord. And we strum that one for 8 counts as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After your F chord, we're headed to A minor. This, you're already there. All you need to do is pick up your pointer and you have an A minor chord. We're going to play this just for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are very much moving our hands now. We need a G chord. So you are here for A minor. We need to put our pointer finger on the C string, middle finger on the A string, all on the 2nd fret. We're going to reach with our ring finger to the E string on the 3rd fret. That's your G chord. We're going to play it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. At that point, we are headed back to our F chord. So you're going to take your middle finger. He's going to go straight across. This guy's coming up and over. Pick up that ring finger. And now you have your F chord. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's see if we can play all of that together. We'll get rid of the big box. Let's try it. This is verse 1. So let's try it. We're starting with our C chord. Make sure you do this with your ring finger so you have the fingers you need to reach over. Here's your C chord. And 1, 2, verse 1, go. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A minor, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the chords that you need for each of the verses. Now that we have reviewed how to play the chords for the verses, let's review how to play the chords for the chorus. So down in the corner, you'll see these are the chords for the chorus. We're going to start with C, just like we did in the verse. After C, we're going to transition to F, just like we did in the verse. Next, we're going to A minor, just like we did in the verse. But when you see it the first time, it is 8 counts. When we saw it in the verse, it was 4 counts. After that, we see the same chord we saw before, which was G. Do note that this time it is also 8 counts. When we saw them back in the verse, they were only 4. So as you start the chorus, every one is 8 counts. You have the same chord pattern, C, F, A, and G. All are 8 counts. We're going to find these chords again, but the counts change a little bit. We have C again for 8 counts. We have F again for 8 counts. This is now where things change. A minor is 4 counts. Now we've got G, but we are only playing on beat number 1. So you'll come from that A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. So you're only strumming number 1. Do not strum 2, 3, or 4. After we wait for counts 2, 3, and 4, we will go back to our C for 8 counts. So let's try that together. This is our chorus. We're going to start with our C chord with our ring finger, and it is 8 counts. For right now, I'm going to skip the strumming, so I'm just going to continue with my thumb. Here we go. 1, 2, chorus, go. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A for 4. 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have one more part of the song to review, and that is the bridge. For the bridge, you're going to need your C and your F chords. I am going to review with you as we do this one how we were strumming it, because that actually was kind of the hardest part. So you're looking at page 2, and this is your bridge. The first chord is C, and it's for 8. We were not playing all 8 counts. We are only playing on the odd numbers. So we're going C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you're able, you can tap, you can knock, you can just rest. But we are strumming on the odd numbers and waiting or resting on the even numbers. We're going to do that again for the next chord, which is our F. So we're going F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to continue that same pattern. That C chord comes back. We're going to only strum it on the odd numbers. And the F comes back again, and we will only strum it again on the odd numbers. So for the first 4 lines of the bridge, we will play these 2 chords, and we will only strum on the odd numbers. After that, we are finally going to strum all of the counts. So when you get to the 5th line, worthy is the lamb who was slain. It's the 3rd time we say it. We are now going to strum all of the counts, as if they're quarter notes, not with the rhythm that we learned. So we do our C for 8. We are then going to do our F for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If there is one part of the song that has really been giving us trouble, it is the end of this bridge. You're going to go from this F for 8 to an A minor for 4, C for 4, to an F. That is 8 counts, but we are only playing beats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're waiting for 6, 7, and 8. So the end of that, when you're on your A minor, 2, 3, 4, C for 4, 2, 3, going to F, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where Phil Wickham then says, "This is amazing grace." So we don't want to play during that because it's a very poignant moment where everything stops and he sings his phrase. So let's go through the bridge together. Go ahead and find your C chord. Remember, we're playing only on the odd numbers. Here we go. Here's the first one. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, strum all the counts and C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, F. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, A for 4, 2, 3, 4, C for 4, 2, 3, 4, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a couple different strums that we do throughout this version of the song. When we do the introduction and verse 1, we are just simply strumming with our thumb on each count. And we're going to do that all the way through the first verse. When we get to verse 2, when we hit that C chord, we want to switch to our pointer finger. And remember, we are strumming down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Almost as if you were playing a quarter, a pair of 2/8, a quarter, a pair of 2/8. Or if you were counting 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So when you get to verse 2, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, F, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, G, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. We're going to continue that strum through the chorus, verse 3, verse 4, and the chorus after that. Remember, after we finish the second chorus, when we head to the bridge, that's when we start strumming on our odd numbers. You can go back to your thumb, You can stay with this and do it with your pointer, or you can do it with your thumb, whichever you find easier or you like the sound note. We will go back to the 1, 2, and 3, 4, and when we go to the chorus after the bridge. So remember, those are our strumming patterns as we go through our song. So now that we have reviewed the chords for our verses and our chorus, as well as our bridge, and we've reviewed our strumming patterns, it is now time to do the entire song. The nice part about this being a video is you can pause if you get lost. You can pause and go back to review something. Or maybe your hand isn't used to doing this yet and you need a break. You can always pause and you can always rewatch it and practice along. We're going to go through the entire song, starting with the introduction. So remember, the introduction is just a C for 8 counts and we're single strumming. I'm going to use my metronome today to help us keep time. Typically in class, I have used our cajon to add a little bit of percussion, but I can't do both at the same time. This song, the speed is marked for 100 beats per minute. You'll see the word tempo at the top. Tempo means speed. And the 100 stands for the beats that you want within 1 minute. I'm going to go a little bit slower so that you're able to keep up. If you want to know what I'm at 92 beats per minute. So I took 8 clicks off. So there's our metronome. That is our speed. Here we go. Is everyone ready? Let's do this. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, verse 1. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A minor, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change your strum. C, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Amazing Grace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A minor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verse 3. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3. Verse 4. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. 1. This is Amazing Grace. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A minor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to C. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, A minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Amazing Grace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to C. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. C. I hope this helps you practice this song at home. I miss hanging out with you guys, but I'm sure we'll be back together again real soon, and I can't wait to hear what you've done on your own. I hope you guys have an excellent day.